Alright, so in this vid today, I'm going to be speaking about the Orlando Magic and how in this upcoming season they're about to really surprise a lot of people and turn some heads. But before I jump into that, make sure you like the vid, subscribe to the channel, let's see how many new subs we can gain. And yeah, also a new link that's going to be in the description is going to be the Cash App. If you want to donate to the channel and help me upgrade my equipment, it'll be greatly appreciated, but that's solely down to you. But without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So, the Orlando Magic are a team that are a real sleeper to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Now, why do I say that? Okay, so the outside looking in, let's say you don't watch the Magic that often, you might be like, okay, what are you talking about? This is a team that's been outside the playoffs, been one of the bottom worst teams in the NBA, and have only added Paolo Banchero and Caleb Houston. Well, I guess you're kind of right, but there's a key factor that's always missed out when we're talking about the Magic. They've had consistent injuries, whether it's been Jonathan Isaac and Markelle having long-term injuries, then the combination of guards like Gary Harris, who's unfortunately going to miss more time this season. And I actually liked Harris, although the contract was a bit of an overpay. I do like him off the bench, but I digress. And just the combination of injuries from so many different players in the Orlando Magic roster to the point where they all can't play together and gel. Now, fingers crossed they're all healthy in this season. I really do feel like they can make some noise because they're deep in every single position. If you want to run through every position, I can tell you where they're deep in. You've got the center rotation. You've got Wendell and Mo right there. That's a solid center rotation. Some of them might play some 4 minutes. Well, I should just say front court, really. And then also with the 4, you got John Isaac. I don't know how many minutes he's going to be playing, but you know, he's a great defensive player. You've got Paolo Banchero, who's a future superstar. Then around the 3 position, you've got the likes of Franz Wagner, who's a very good small forward, and also John Isaac can play some of them 3 minutes as well. And in the guard positions, oh my god, you're stacked. You've got the likes of Markelle Fultz, amazing player. You've got Cole Anthony, you've got Jalen Suggs, you've got Terrence Ross, who can also play the 3. So these are great players that can really fill in the spots in every part of the roster. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like solid rotational players which will play on almost every single NBA team. Now, one player in my opinion that really gets slept on the most, I spoke about Markelle Fultz enough, so don't worry, it's not Markelle again. It's Franz Wagner. Now, people for some reason just don't acknowledge him. I don't know how he wasn't high in the rookie race, and to be fair, he wasn't really in the conversation for Rookie of the Year, and I do not understand why. I don't have his stats right in front of me, but this is a guy who was averaging damn near 15, 5 and 4 or something like that on great efficiency. When he was coming out of Michigan, you heard scouts say he doesn't really have a strength, he's very raw. Well, in the NBA, he looked like one of the most polished prospects out of that entire class. He could do everything. He could cut, he could shoot, he can defend multiple positions, he could pass the ball, and he was just really smart. He had a very high basketball IQ for a rookie, and he really just impressed me. So hopefully next season he can put even more people on notice, because I'm telling you right now, that guy's a real stud, yeah. And even if he doesn't average 30 points per game one day, he'll be a solid 24 and 4 guy. Yeah, you heard it right. Must say 4 and 4. Nah, allow that. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. I'm being dead serious. I actually think that highly of Franz for real. But the way the roster's constructed, I really do feel like it's great. If there's one knock on the roster, I would say it's the 3-point shooting. Well, obviously you've got Mo, who's a good 3-point shooter, and of the Mo, like, I wouldn't actually call anyone else a 3-point specialist on that team. You've got Devin Kennedy, who I don't really think is going to get that many minutes, as I believe he's on a non-guaranteed deal. He could even get waived, who knows. You've also got the likes of Gary Harris, who's now injured. He's a great 3-point shooter, well, good one. And one that stands out to me the most is Caleb Houston, who's a rookie, so I'm not sure how many minutes he'll be getting in his first season. But if that was the only thing I'd have a question about, it's definitely the floor spacing. But other than that, they've got size and length in every position. They've got defense in every position. Like, Jesus, like, maybe you could say, okay, even though Markelle, in my opinion, is developing into a great 2-way player and is actually an above-average plus defender, people won't realise that, though. You might say, oh, Cole Anthony can't defend. Well, that's fine, because you've got 3, the 4, and the 5 that can all defend very well. Because I'm telling you right now, you don't want to see Mo Bamba in the paint. You want to see Jonathan Isaac guarding you 1 through 5. Like, the roster's actually stacked. And I'm not even joking when I say they're going to cause some trouble. Like, in case you guys didn't know, I'm a Sixers fan. If the Magic play as they should play and they don't face too many injuries, this is not a team I want to play in the playoffs. And in my opinion, let's say it's a certain matchup of, let's say the Cavs somehow fluke out the 2 seed and the Magic in the playoffs, the play-in tournament gets the 7th seed. I would genuinely pick the Orlando Magic to win that series over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And yes, I'm talking very head, and a lot of things have to line up for the Orlando Magic to make the playoffs, but matchup-wise, they actually match up well against almost every single team. And I really am excited to see how good they can be, because minus Paolo Banchero, if this team was fully healthy last season, they would have been a play-in team, and that's a fact in my opinion. No, add Paolo Banchero, hero who has the makings to be a future superstar, you're looking at a team that's going to be dominant in the East for many years to come. And even if they don't have the success they hope for next season, they're going to show a lot of signs that are going to excite Orlando Magic fans and put everyone in the NBA on notice. But that's all I really got for this video. You feel me? A quick one. I ain't made a video in a minute, you know what I'm trying to say. But overall, what do you guys feel about the Orlando Magic? Do you feel like I'm exaggerating? Do you feel like they're as good as I say they can be? Or do you feel like they're a bit in the middle? But thank you for listening to this video. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below, and I'm out. Peace.